Fantastic. All right, so last time on this edition of Dragon Ball Z, we're not quite into a new expansion of the story just yet, a saga. We figured out we were going to go to the Gulch. We sent our dispatch, like, we're going to the Gulch, let's meet up. Everybody got in the wagons and stuff and whoosh, through the woods. As we were on our way, we kind of were like, this is kind of weird. There's no animals. Oh, they're all dead. And then shortly thereafter, an encounter with a particular small fellow who was unconscious. And then the arrival at the Gulch to see what the hell happened. And, there was a couple of big old bone daddies hanging out in the trees waiting. And, word choices. And so they sprung to action. And
Bone Daddy's springing into action.
yeah, you sent another one to another dimension. You were like, "Fuck you, Bone Daddy," and the other one just took it like a champion, and then you climbed.
Daddy just took it.
Yeah, he took it like a champion.
He gave it like a champion too. My ass is still gaping.
Taking and receiving is, they can happen at the same time. So
I showed him the gateway of heaven. Okay, it was a great ride for him. Don't you knock that.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been a very great recap. Then we climbed down and we check out what's going on with the statue. Nokris got, close to the circle and saw that the runes stopped moving. And then because he couldn't discern what was going on, he was like, well, we're going in. Went in. Some things happened, and some bones rebuilt themselves back into the shapes of a couple of undead baddies, a couple meaning 5. And the statue kind of being a little pissed off about that animated. And there was this ghost woman who kind of like came out to like size up Nokris and was like, okay. And then she went back. And
she just disappeared. Out.
She disappeared in the statue, though. So she disappeared in the statue. So maybe she's part of the statue, maybe she's not. Who can really be sure? And so we find ourselves in the Gulch yet again, recently having a reawoken things. Azzy having yanked real hard on that leash that he put on Nokris to pull him back out of the circle. And try
leash is mutual, I feel, some days.
And try to rope him up the side of the cliffs, but there's only so far you can get. So
heal, boy.
And so we find ourselves in the throes of battle yet again. Blackwind is kind of hanging out on the archway across the distance, just being like, "Hey guys, that looks like that's fun." And Holly gets to lead us off, having the intense amount of initiative and or advantage than everyone else does. So
for once.
Okay, before any of that happens, I just want to say, while I was buying your birthday present today, John, I came across a thing that was like a customizable thing, and the picture on the front was like of a D20, and the little banner underneath said "Dungeon Daddy," and I thought about it real hard.
Oh goodness!
I was like, nope. Gonna go with my original plan.
Not gonna touch it. Not yet, anyway.
Thought about it though.
Yeah, because what would that mean? Like that would evoke a lot of things. Like I just don't know. And anyways, it's your turn.
It would evoke a lot of things.
I am going to. I don't really want to jump down there and make all these things angry, so I'm going to come over towards this little ledge, and I would like to hold my attack actions for if anything comes within melee range of me.
Okay, so basically you're going to move to the little ledge by the front next to Argo and then just kind of chill on the ready in the event something tries to climb up or come at you, and you're going to be like...
Yeah, if anything comes into melee range, or if anything... Can I do an or is it just, like, either or?
I mean, if it's within reason, like if it's like, hey, if something comes within melee range, like, or attempts to climb up the thing in front of me, like, it's basically kind of the same-ish thing, even though there's some verticality involved, but...
Okay, I wanted to do if anything either comes within melee range of me or tries to swipe at Nokris while he's still coming up the cliff. Is he close enough that I could potentially use the rest of my movement?
Yeah, because you only moved, what, like 15 feet?
Like, not even, like 10 feet?
10.
Okay. So, I'll say yes, but when you go to take action, we'll have to do some checks to make sure that you are able to successfully pull off what you want to pull off, depending upon the situation that arises.
If it even happens. Okay. That's fine. And I'll just I'll hold those actions then.
Okay. They will be held. And so, Dragon Daddy.
Yep. How far am I from the ledge and being on solid ground again?
Well, I mean, technically you are on solid ground. It's just like this.
Okay. But I can see the top of this pretty clearly, and it's like, what, 30 feet away from me?
From where you're standing to the ledge, yeah, like it's probably like 20 to 30 foot incline like this, so that the like amount of distance from, point A to this obviously is like, it's only 10 feet, 10 feet, give or take, but like you got to go all this way, basically.
Okay.
So
instead of having to use my move action, potentially screw up some stuff, I'm just going to use my bonus action and cast Misty Step and pop up on the ledge on either the side of Argo or Holly, whichever one's closer to me, relatively speaking, in terms of distance, and just get there so I don't have to deal with fighting things on an inclined slope and having to deal with all of that crap when they could possibly have a better advantage on it than me. And also so that Azzy doesn't have to worry about, holding on to that while fighting.
Bro, I got you.
Oh, I know you do, but I also want you to be able to hit things effectively.
I take hits.
He could do the cradle you like a babe and swing the sword in the other hand.
Try me.
Not that anymore, guys.
No, but I have the strength.
He does. It'd just be really awkward because I'm like 6 something, and you're like what, 5 something? I think.
I believe I'm 5'11".
You have the strength to hold a fully armored paladin dragon man in one hand.
Why do you doubt me?
I don't know if Din had that strength.
So, which part is closer, the one next to Argo or the one next to Holly?
I would say in terms of proximity, they're basically the same, but probably the one in front of Holly, and I'll consider it to not be any kind of weird, treacherous terrain.
Okay. I will Misty Step up there then, and get up there, and that is my bonus action. Let me just knock that off. Which I did, and then as my normal action, I will then use... As my action, I will then use Lay on Hands and heal myself for 21 points of damage.
Okay. Touchy the scales. I got you.
Yeah. Touchy the scales, glow with slightly radiant power for a minute, and heal.
Very well.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Noted. It is now this thing's turn. A creature that in your mind of thought and mentality and understanding of history and or creature lore, believe is probably a wraith of some kind in terms of its animation. It's kind of like a undead form with a coalesced apparition kind of feel among it. But it is going to attempt to chase up at you guys on the ledge. And because it is moving on this, I mean, it's going to be treacherous terrain because it's sloped. So they have to expend double movement. So 10, 20, 30. That is the end of its turn. As in order for it to try to actually make the attack to reach, I'm going to have to, I basically will make it have to be closer than that, if that makes sense. Like, I would probably make it have to be on this tile, so it's physically on the sloped edge of the lip, rather than being down below, because otherwise, you know, it's going to be like a 10-foot distance for it to try to swing, to try to hit.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Also part of the reason why I wanted to move.
So technically, it's not exactly in melee for you, Holly,
okay.
And it's not able to attack Nokris. It technically did come at Nokris, so if you want to spring into action for that, you can, but I'll leave that determination up to you.
No, I was just going to leave it alone. I was going to ask, does anything happen with the runes at all as it crosses them, or no? Okay.
No. Okay. Blackwind, it is your turn.
All right, time to party. Blackwind is going to use her last Pact Magic slot to cast Hunger of Hadar. And
there's a fun spell.
Center it, I believe. Yes, this square here. So it is a 20-foot radius. So we'll display it on the tabletop in just a minute.
Okay.
Yay! So yeah, there's Cthulhu things happening there now. And any creature that will start its turn there will take the 2d6 cold. Any creature that ends its turn there, dex save with DC 20 because rod. And then otherwise it takes 2d6 acid damage.
Okay.
So that's really about all I can do.
That's totally fine. Let me get a nice shade to throw at this. Here, let's do that, and let's do like try to make this pretty.
Make it pretty. It's giant void tentacles shooting out of the ground. I don't think pretty is the right word here.
It could be.
I mean, true. We don't kink shame, so.
It doesn't update it on the fly. Dang it! I tried to make.
Not gonna lie though, Harper, considering the comment that you made earlier in general chat and then this, it's very funny.
With
stairs and pixelated.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, true. I'd forgotten about that. Oh yeah.
Yes, it's not big enough, is it?
20-foot radius centered here.
Yep, so it's gonna go another couple squares out. Yep. There we go.
It's a big, big circle.
I think this
it should not touch Koval or Nokris, but be like one. Yep, there you go.
It should not touch the scaly lizard man.
Yes.
Scaly dragon man.
Was a dragon.
Do not mix scalies and tentacles. No, that is forbidden. Rule 34 will take a huge exception to that.
Oh, that poor gnome.
Yeah, sorry, gnome friend.
Yeah, that gnome, unfortunately, if they were alive, they are no longer.
Well, I've got his friend up here who's alive. He's just unconscious. Also, big caveat with the spell. Let's see. I
don't think we can see into it.
No, you cannot. No light, magical, or otherwise can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded.
Yeah.
And just to make it extra disturbing, the void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard from up to 30 feet away.
Yeah.
So you guys get to hear all this.
I mean,
Yup.
maybe
Hunger of Hadar
you're
is
30 feet up above it.
yup. For as low level a spell as it is nasty in both it casting and just its description.
Yep, pretty much. Alrighty then. Next person. Go Magic Mommy.
Argo.
Time to use my wand to fireball. I'm gonna try and center it around there, but where I can't see anymore.
Well, I mean, you have a rough idea of where you thought the middle was at this point, so.
I'm gonna use all 7 charges for a 9th level fireball.
Get ready to roll.
Holy fuck!
Get ready to roll some dice for the wand too. Well, although I don't think it's until the next time you rest.
Oh damn.
It's only a DC 15 because of it being from the wand load.
Yep. All right, so let's do some rolls. All right, so we got to roll for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll go out and around like that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I gotta roll this one. X. Bingo, and then this one. Dex. Bingo. Okay. All right, so in order of evasion or rolls, this guy passed. This guy passed. This guy failed. This guy failed. This guy failed. This thing failed.
You are very lucky.
And hold on, I have to roll another
Jesus, dude.
Name probably failed.
Give me 2 seconds. I just have to roll one more.
I will say, at least it's far more forgiving than what 3.5 had you do with crap like that, where the wand just blows up in your face.
All right, and the gnome passed as well. All right, so all the passes are half damage, correct?
Yep.
So we got 23. So
Rip, little gnome friend.
Gnome's behind cover.
right. And
the fireball was on the side of the gnome, though.
Passes the check, takes no damage to cover.
Yeah, I remembered that.
Technically, the fireball started on its side, right?
okay, so among the clamor of the noise that you hear from the fireball is effectively, you hear the sounds of some things clanging to the ground, but otherwise you can't see what the hell happened. And
I'm gonna step back to there to give space for our frontline peoples, and then end my turn.
Okay. Noted. Alright, it is now this one's turn here, but they are in a fog from which I don't believe they have any actual magical sight, so I don't think they can actually see through.
And it's already difficult terrain, so...
Right.
Oh, 5 cold damage.
Yep, they do not have... No, they do not have any kind of magical sight. So they are effectively blind, so they still can't see what the fuck's going on. But they need to take 5 damage, you said, from the cold?
Yes, 5 cold.
So, let's see this guy here.
It's all kinds of creepy that it's 5 cold on the beginning and then and then acid at the end, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get a save against the acid, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so it will attempt to move around in the dark. And let me move this way. And then I'm going to roll a check.
Dexterity.
So they slipped and fell. So they will be prone. And will expend their action to retake their feet. And thus ends their turn. Azzy, you're up.
Oh. Dexterity saving throw or 2d6 acid damage on that one, please.
18.
That is technically a fail.
So
it goes to the runner.
6 acid. All right.
Yes, please. I like this spell. I've never cast it before.
Okay, now it's Azzy's turn.
So, I don't know what's happening in the circle, but this one on the far edge of the circle I can see.
Correct.
Or at least partially.
Yes, you can see him kind of protruding from the cloud of sticky icky icky and darkness.
What will you make me pay to move here?
What will I make you pay?
Yes. Is that going to be a check?
5, 10, and then it would be difficult terrain, so it'd be 10 to move again, so it'd basically be 20 movement. Unless you want to do any kind of specific awesome flourishes or anything else that requires any other special checks, it's basically just 20 movement.
I can physically see this creature, so I can make attacks against it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. Just for future reference, so that I'm not the only one holding the secret, I did a bunch of reading up on Shieldmaster to see if I was using it appropriately, and apparently you can only use Shieldmaster Shove as a shove. So you can't knock people down with it, so I won't be trying to do that anymore. And additionally, I can only take it at the end. I can only use Shieldmaster Shove as a bonus action after I take all of my attack action, or make at least a single attack using my attack action, which means that I forfeit the other attacks. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and make 3 attacks on this guy.
Okay. Not a hit. That is a hit. So, let's see, 9 damage. Do they have any kind of resistances here? No. Alright, so 9 damage, and then the second one is a hit for 4 more.
Okay. And then I would also like to make my Shieldmaster Shove attack.
Okay. They beat you.
Okay. With that, I will hold my ground.
Alright. So, from the middle of the slurpy pool of darkness, opaqueness, yeah, let me do that. You hear a awkward rumbly noise.
Uh-oh.
Followed by a loud slam. Repeated slams.
Climbing or it's digging a hole. I don't like
So,
either option.
I don't know, it's beating up the wraith that's still in there.
So let's see here. That's so halved is...
It's eating the gnome.
Okay. That is the end of its turn, and it's what, a dex save again for the acid? And it has to pass like 20, I want to say, is what your save is?
Yerp.
Okay. So it takes it. 9, and then let's see here, I gotta do the math. Okay, thus ends its turn. Holly, you're back up again. All you can really see is a void and one half of a wraith kind of hanging out of the side of it in front of Azzy.
Okay. I'm going to continue to hold my ground here and just hold my attack action until I see something else happening, I guess.
Very well. So I will hold it for you in case something pops through, or whatever the case may be. Nokris, you're up.
Okie dokie. I will move over here so I'm not in Holly's way in case she wants to deal with something else, and also to just hopefully get a bit more breathing room from the edge if something decides to try and grab my leg. And then I will cast Ray of Frost at the wraith that I can see. See if I can hit it. Does a 17 hit?
That it does.
It will take 12 points of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
so the ray kind of streaks out and hits this wraith, kind of sending a jolt of kind of like frosty elements up the skeletal structure within it as it starts to crumble and fall apart. And some of the bone pieces start to roll down the hill, which is pretty fun.
They roll down slowly because they're reduced by 10 feet. Lovely, I've made a musical, everyone.
Bone chimes.
Holly.
Huh?
Lap.
I think that will be everything for me right at the moment. Let me just double check something really quickly. Okay, and I will also as a bonus action, I will sacrifice one of my second level spell slots to regain 3 sorcery points.
Very nice. Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of my turn.
Duly noted. Blackwind, you are up.
All right. So I want to see if this actually displays correctly here. Oh, hey, it actually just straight up displays all my Eldritch Invocations. Well, the one in question here is Devil's Sight. So I can actually see what's going on in there right now. And because of that, I'm going to hit the last wraith.
Okay.
It is up there with Eldritch Blast. At least I hope I hit it.
We will find out, won't we?
Yes, because I get, what, 3 shots.
I believe you should have 3. And correction, John, I get back 2 sorcery points, not 3.
Noted. All right, so the first blast is a hit. 12 force on our bony bone man. Second one is a miss, even with the +2.
I fixed it so that the +2
is included now. Okay.
Yeah. I just misclicked something.
Oh, the toggle for the bonus. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
The 18 is a hit.
4, 6. I think that's all I can really do, except for the rod might give me some nice advantage here. Because I believe it has a very special ability. Oh, no. I need to use a full action to do that ability. So, next person.
Very well. Argo, you're up.
Would I be able to move to this spot in front of Holly? Would that be difficult?
You can. Even if it was difficult terrain, you could still move to it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I'd have enough. How much space it would actually take up to move there with it being difficult. But with that, I'll just
5, 10, 20. Still have
okay,
10 feet.
I'm gonna aim towards just the massive darkness and fire off a cone of cold.
Okay.
Constitution save for them both. It's a 60-foot cone.
So both pass.
They'll take half damage then.
Okay. So let's see. Half 42 is 26.
21.
21.
21. I can do math, I swear. Okay.
And with 10 feet left, would I be able to move back here behind Azzy? Still, or would that be?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
I want to make sure about how the difficult terrain would, if it would have still been that.
Well, theoretically, I mean, you could still be on the ledge of that edge, so you wouldn't have actually traversed down. Alright.
And then on my turn.
Okay. Alright, so inside the rumble pit, the cloud, you basically hear the noise of a sword being swung against something large made of stone. You can probably guess what's going on in there.
Interesting.
Let's see. So that's hit. That's a hit. 17. And adjusted. Okay. And then beyond that, you hear the noise basically just kind of the sort of combat happening in the darkness, but otherwise, let's see, con check, or dex check rather, dex check.
Dex save for acid damage. I forgot about the cold, so skip it.
That's fine. So dex is a fail, so it's what, 6, your 2d6 acid?
2d6, yeah.
Okay.
Scroll all the way back up, oh, there it is.
Yeah, you rolled
Oh.
that's fine. We'll take yours because you rolled it. I just clicked a 2d6. So 8 points of acid. Okay. Alright. Azzy, it is your turn.
Fuck.
Yep.
I hold my action.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. and then theoretically, Holly, this turn will be the last turn you could utilize after. Well, I should say after this to utilize your held actions should you want to. Not that I know that there's anything you can do. But after that it will start the next round.
Here.
So, all right. So from inside the cloud again, you hear some mighty, chunky slams. Like there's a Space Jam going on inside there.
Cold damage from the Hadar?
Yes. Yeah, cold damage. Okay. And then...
Same 2 roll. Same
8. Okay. And then the slam. And you hear the splintering and shattering noises of bones.
Oof.
That's kill steal.
Chaos, chaos.
There is no such thing as kill steal. There's only kill confirm.
Make sure you pick up the dog tags before we run away.
Then you hear a little bit of lumbering coming towards you, but then it stops. And then I'll do another save. Just a fail. So acid is...
Or yes, acid.
9.
Instead of not cold.
Yep. Okay. Holly, it is now your turn, and you still can't see that anything's happening, but you hear things.
I'll fix it,
I'm still just gonna sit here and hold.
Okay. Nokris?
As a bonus action, I am going to take the sorcery points that I now have of 6 and expend them to gain back a 4th level spell slot.
Ah.
Gee, aren't you fucking fancy?
This is the type of fun stuff that sorcerers can do. I sacrifice my resources to gain a different resource.
That's because the sorcerers are flexible.
Damn straight we are.
Flexibility.
We bend the laws of nature, god damn it, and we don't care how.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
I'm sorry. When I heard the lumbering, I can physically see the token on screen, and I see how it's a little bit south of me. Just for perspective's sake, does Azzy see that, or does Azzy have an inkling of where this lumbering is coming from, so he can adjust?
From sound, you can tell where it basically is, give or take, but you can't see anything. So, like, if you were to try to, like, move in to try to attack it or something, like, you're going in blind. You can't see your target.
Well, I'm just trying to place myself in direct line, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So, as I will be the first thing that it comes across. I held my action before. I was curious if I could split movement and action, or if I would have to wait for it to come into view.
I mean, you could move, but you can't do anything unless you're going in. You're holding your action. You still have another, let's see, 3 rounds before you would have no more opportunity to utilize it. So,
okay.
So the statue's not going to get to move again before you're going to have the chance to either expend your whatever you're going to do or not from your held action.
Okay. Yep. Never mind. I'll just hold where I am.
Okay. So Nokris, you charged up.
It's my bonus action to convert, so I have a 4th level slot now, and then I am going to burn my last 2nd level spell slot to cast Bless. I am going to cast it on myself, Holly, Argo, and Azzy. That is 4 people in total. You all have a D4 you can roll within the next minute.
Yeah, so get like 10 rounds.
Yep. On an attack roll or a saving throw before it ends. So just make your pick on what you want, but you are blessed.
Yay.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag can't reach Blackwind. You're on your own a little bit, bud. I'm sorry.
Right,
I only got 30
that
feet
is
up
okay.
baby. I'm not like you. I don't have spell sniper bull crap.
I don't actually have that feat, but
It hasn't become an issue yet.
I don't need the advantage.
I assume you're all set with your turn?
Yes,
Yep.
I'm gonna stand here.
Okay. Blackwind, you're up.
All right. First thing Blackwind is going to do is she's going to drop concentration on the
The bubble.
the hentai zone.
The hentai zone. Okay.
Yeah.
No more.
So
pixel
now we can
damage.
see what's going on. No more race. Yay. But then she's actually going to spend her action to regain 1 packed spell slot.
Okay.
Thanks to Rod of the Pact Keeper. And that is all she is going to do for her turn. Nice and simple.
Argo, you're up.
I'm a cast Disintegrate at 7th level.
Wow. Spicy.
God
Nuking
damn.
today. Damn, Code of Cold, 9th level Fireball, 7th level Disintegrate. Argo don't hold back.
Well, to be
Argo
fair,
wants a map.
I think this is your last one, isn't it?
I've got some lower level stuff, but this is my last big blast.
Yeah.
No, I still have 1 5th level, so I could do one more Code of Cold if needed, but
So it passed, so it only takes, what, half of that?
it takes
Oh, no.
nothing. It's
Woo!
Oh. Oh no.
And with your D4, were you blessed?
I do no rolls for that spell.
Yeah, it's not a roll,
Oh.
it's a
Fortunately,
check.
yeah.
Got it.
Well,
Well, you tried.
I'm gonna take some steps back and let the big strong people deal with it. And then my turn.
okay. Azzy, you're now up.
Murder it.
Wait, what? Why?
Why should you destroy the statue? Because
No,
it's
I
mine.
just drew a green line.
You should
Right.
probably really get that checked out.
Yeah, I mean,
10 feet of movement, right?
yes.
And how's this thing looking?
It's looking like a statue.
Oh, this thing's like made out of stone?
Yeah, it's made out of moonstone. It's like this glowy purpley rock statue thing. Semi-transparent, but not really.
That means we can sell its parts when we're done killing it.
You gonna lug back an entire statue worth of fucking moonstone? Who would buy that much moonstone?
Alright, so
The weirdo.
19 is a hit. Okay, and it takes damage.
I'm guessing half that since it's made out of fucking stone.
Good guess. 18 is a miss.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's insane.
It's made out of stone!
Grief. Alright, and
21 is a hit.
and you know I'm gonna check.
It's technically large, so it is one size above you, so you can still try.
So that's a funny thing about Shield Master Shove. It doesn't give a size.
That's in the shove rules.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, in the actual shove
Okay.
rules of the handbook.
Okay.
So if you could shove the Jurask, I'm not messing with you.
But it rolled a 20, so you didn't move the statue. Sorry.
That's fine. It was worth a try. I at least have its attention, I hope.
Bye, Abby.
I lived a good life.
Damn you.
Yeah, I'll just say if it hits you, it's not going to be pretty. That's all I'll say. All right, so is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so the statue, seeing you in front of it, having just attacked it, it will rear up and come down at you with big, beefy stone mitts to slam at you. First swing is a 22.
So do I win, or does it?
It's a tie goes to the attacker. So, would you like to guess how much damage this is going to be?
All of it?
How much damage is it?
54.
Oh my god.
54
Oh,
bludgeoning. No. You can -3 to make it 51.
Fucking owl.
Are you alive? I know you were hurt before.
Just a lot of nodding, shaking of the head, not saying anything. Okay. Okay. So the second strike.
Oh, it gets 2 attacks.
Yeah. 25 for a hit. This one is only 39 damage, though.
You up?
No, I am not.
Okay. Okay.
39, you said, right?
Yes. So it lays you down on the stone slopes. I would say gently, but not really gently at all.
Do I roll? Tell me I roll.
You don't roll immediately. You roll on your next your first turn.
No, I meant roll down the slope.
Oh no. Yeah, you've Ripazzi.
We got 2 Healy people up soon. Maybe they have something in the back still.
All right, so that ends its turn. Holly, you're up.
All right. Well, seeing all this go down, Holly's just gonna kind of quietly go, oh, shit. She's going to go down this ledge.
It's not Chris's thought too.
She's gonna kind of slide down it like as much as she can without, falling and busting her face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go right about here.
Okay.
I always forget, and I hate that I have to ask every time. Did we discern whether or not we could use a potion as a bonus action on other people, or would that be my action?
That would be your action. If you're going to use it on somebody else, it would consume your action. Meanwhile, he's shaking his head at you like, no.
I can get him out of there.
No, don't do it. No.
Alright, I'm going to rage.
Okay, roar.
Let me mark that off before I forget. And I'm gonna take one attack against it because I don't get an extra. I do get 2 attacks. I just don't get advantage.
Yeah, you got 2 attacks.
So I'm gonna take my attacks against it to try to draw its attention towards me.
Okay.
Holly, those are some great rolls, girl.
Yeah, miss and a miss.
I'll say, don't forget you still have that D4, depending on if you want to use it on one of them or not.
Yep, that's fair. That's a good point.
No, I'll hold the D4 for now.
Okay.
It's a D4 for every attack roll, isn't it?
No.
No, just once.
Only one.
You get to expend it one time during the duration.
Once.
Yep, that's it for me. I'm just gonna hold here.
Okay. Nokris, you are up.
Mm-hmm. You bless a creature with your choice
Yeah, whenever it
target
makes a
makes an
roll.
attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled. I'm pretty sure it's just one.
Oh, I thought it was like the Bane where it was just a concentration for any rolls.
It is a concentration, but that's to make it last up to a minute. We can discuss later, though, exactly what it is. If I move here, am I able to grab Azzy?
Not really.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so I basically have to be on top of him.
I mean, theoretically, you are still roped to him. In one, well, I mean, technically the rope's on you still, but
The rope's on me. He was
holding
it. And
so then maybe you're not really roped together, but
right. Unfortunately not.
The
Okay.
Queen Hawkers run.
So. Okay, so I guess I'll move down here so that I'm on level with him.
Okay.
And then. Oh, do 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 do.
Sweet little musical interlude.
Huh?
This is a sweet little musical interlude.
I will cast Cure Wounds at first level on Azzy, on his body. So with this, he won't have to make death saves. I think he'll regain consciousness too, if I remember right.
It would stabilize him, yeah.
Yeah. So you're healed for 7.
So you're healed for 7. You are prone still, but you are conscious with 7 HP.
I just look down at him and I'm like, don't move. And that is because I don't have anything else for a bonus action at the moment. As an action. Or actually, and as my bonus action, I will make this statue my vow. I'll make this statue my target as my vow of enmity, so that I gain attack. That I gain advantage against it.
Statue, I'ma kill you.
And that is my turn, since I moved, used my action, and my bonus action.
Noted.
Oh. Reading that thing that I just put in the...
Yeah. That's what I anticipated.
Yep. I figured popping a link into the tabletop chat would be a little much.
But yeah, I think it's Blackwind's turn next.
This is correct.
Magic finger.
And thank you for that, Harper.
I like being the local rules lawyer. Always the one looking shit up. I'm kind of ADD, so it gives me something to itch that. All right, so am I good to go ahead and start my turn then?
It is absolutely your turn.
Wonderful. All right, what's the range on this spell? Hopefully enough. It's enough! Hopefully rock thing doesn't just like...
Laugh at it.
Yeah, and
Time
laugh
to find out if it's immune to magic.
Well, we're about to find out. Because Blackwind, since she gained one of her packed spell slots back, she is going to use said packed spell slot to now cast Enervation at the stone statue. Let's see. Target must make a dexterity saving. DC 20. I will display the spell in just a moment for details.
Dex save.
Hopefully the rock doesn't learn how to do like Simone Biles level gymnastics and pass.
Alright, so it fails. And it takes 24.
Yes, 24 necrotic. That is my action. And I like being safe over here on my little stone pillar. I'm not fucking moving.
Very well.
Next person.
Argo. It is your
Argo
turn.
the Arcane Auntie.
Let's just hope this thing doesn't have legs that, like, you know, make it jump real good.
Doesn't have legs.
Would I be able to reach Azzy from here with 20 feet of movement left, or no?
You mean get to his
Love you
body?
too, Harper.
Yes.
Yeah,
you,
get to him.
you could get to his body, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. And Dimension Door is back up to here.
Whoosh. So as you're still laying down on your back, but you're now up on a new plane of existence.
At least you got a pretty face to look at now.
And then I'll end my turn.
Okay.
It's
Alright.
nice to be the one saving people.
Alright. Azzy, it is now your turn.
All right, 15 feet of movement later, and I'm up on my feet. I am going to do two things. Well, yes, but I'm kind of concerned about my own health at the moment, so give me a second to recuperate.
The other response, just in case you got grumpy about not being able to get back to it.
That roll? No, it didn't. So I will second wind for 17 points of health.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many potions can I drink with an action? Just one? So it's one regardless. Okay.
It's like a big gulp.
All right. I will also drink a potion.
There's no like action double fisting or anything like that.
Well, the only reason I asked that was because as a bonus action you can drink one, so
Right.
for yourself.
Which is an allotment that I gave, which I think is standard rules anyways, but
Yeah, it's an action, as Harper is pointing out.
It's use an object.
no, Harper is pointing out that she's about to go
as
find
in 1
out.
minute. Never mind.
Harper is pointing it out that she's going to look it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last I checked, it was part of the use an objects thing, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So I'm back up to reasonable health at this point in time. I currently have 38 health.
Reasonable.
I'm not the lowest health right now, yay!
Going from 0 to 38, not bad.
That's a big swing. That's a big swing. But when you took 56 or whatever that was in one shot, like
56
39
and 30,
on the other.
Yeah, then 36 on the other, 56, 36. So it was actually 53, 36.
Yeah.
So 89 points of damage, John. I get it. I'm your least favorite player. I understand.
Not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you went in there and attacked this thing.
You wanted
so...
to be up front.
I want to know what would have happened if that thing had tripped me.
Oh, I don't know.
A million.
We won't go into that.
All right. That being done, I've got 15 points of movement. How do you want me to go about switching weapons? Do you want me to wait till next turn?
You can do as a free action. Drawing a weapon is a free action.
We'll have to stow and draw, so that's why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
there's always a lot of errata discussion about whether or not there's any particular rule set that is weird about drawing and sheathing and all that for swapping weapons during an action. I believe as far as stowing a weapon is concerned, if you're physically going to put it away, it'll count as an action. If you're going to simply release it and draw another one so it falls to the ground, that would be a free action.
I will... Actually, I could probably see the monster from where I'm standing, huh?
I mean, yeah, it's not like it's this tall. It's a little bigger, a little bigger.
Wait.
It's large. It's like 10 feet. 10
large
feet.
Is
10
big.
feet.
Remember that Zin wasn't large.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet, 12 feet tall, something like that. So.
I'll go ahead and stab my sword into the ground, take off my bow, and await my next action.
Okay.
Goodbye, Nokris.
I haven't attacked it yet, so hopefully it's not going to deal with me just yet.
All right, so the statue is gonna make eyes with Kita, with Holly, because she's right over there and hit him last. So it turns to come to bear and begins its assault.
This is gonna be the end of Holly.
We're all screwed.
So the first strike is a hit with a 27.
Of course it is.
For 47 points of damage, cut in half to be 24, bludgeoning. Yeah. The second strike is a hit for 27 with a 27 for 36, cut in half is 13.
18.
18. Jesus Christ. I can math, I swear. I don't know.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Right, yeah. Exactly.
I'm not under 100 HP yet. I'm fine. Don't worry.
Wait, you actually went under now, or?
No, I'm not under.
Not yet.
I thought you said you went under, and I was scared because you have a lot more health.
And thus ends the statue's turn. Holly, you're up.
Statue.
Return strikes!
So, as a note, because Bless is up and its concentration, you can use it on every attack or saving throw until it ends.
Okay. Alright, I'll take some swings at this thing. I don't know if we can beat this thing, you guys. This thing's kind of mean.
I've got lots of magic missiles left. It'll be fine.
And I am going to use the D4. I just have to roll it.
It's okay.
God, that's going to fucking matter. Jesus.
No.
No hitty.
From Adley's rolls earlier, I'm pretty sure it's a 21 to hit it.
Yeah, no hitty.
17 doesn't even hit it? The fuck?
Earlier, it's 20 didn't.
It's not to say that you're not hitting it. It's pretty hard to not hit it. It's just you're not making it through.
It's stone. It's pure stone, man.
It's like you're trying. It's like you're trying to club a whale in its blubber. It's like, oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna hang out here.
That sound effect is the keeper.
I'm gonna clip that later from the stream.
Right.
I'm just concerned at how high this thing is rolling. It has rolled over 20s on all of its attacks.
Probably got a pretty decent modifier though, to be fair.
Isn't that weird? That's strange, huh? Like maybe it's been.
I'd assume it's got
I don't like that.
Like maybe it's been endowed by some crazy feat of strength by some freaking crazy deity. I don't know.
Maybe
it's weird. It's weird. So yes, Nokris, you're up.
Okay. The entire way down this thing is just like a angled slope, correct? It doesn't get sharper at any one point.
Nah, not really. I mean, as you kind of come down to where the little statue was with the gnome, it kind of flattens out a little bit because it used to be like a, you know, let's call it like a altar, so to speak, at one point in its former life. But it's basically mostly just sloped with, you know, down slope, and then it kind of levels off a little bit as the rocks and everything that gave in and slowly like eroded, and then it goes down again.
Okay. Oh. I'm thinking if I wanted to try this or not. I'm still debating.
Go for it.
If you put it in your terms, I think everyone will get this, but Junie, I'm thinking I want to try and pull a Hoth.
Okay.
I just don't know if I'm gonna have the physical strength to do it. Because I have my climbing rope, so I'm not concerned about actually getting it to knot properly, because it'll do that on its own.
Right.
I think I do want to try that, just to see if I can get it on its back, so it at least has to move, it has to get back up. So I will get out my rope of climbing, and I will go ahead and wrap it around one of its legs, or try to. What do you want me to roll for that?
Go ahead and give me I don't want to have you roll this. Give me a yeah, I guess give me athletics.
Okay.
I was gonna try to work out a method of making it like a weapon hit roll or something, but I think athletics would work out better for you to nimbly try to wrap it around a leg.
26.
You succeed.
Okay. And does that consume my action to do that?
I mean, I guess technically, yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then I will since it's tied off, I'm then going to use my move action to move back to here, where I'm on solid ground again, so I can get a better perch. And I'm going to scream to Holly, get ready to move and watch out! As I'm getting ready to brace myself and yank this. On my next turn, I'm going to give that a go.
Okay.
And that's my turn as I deal with this cockamamie plan. To try and make the situation better for us.
Alright. Blackwind, you're up.
Alright, Blackwind is going to take the easy route, and per enervation, she is just going to continue concentrating on the tendril of inky darkness, connecting her and the statue, to automatically deal 4d8 necrotic damage. And that's all she's going to do. Quick, simple, easy. Damage is good.
Okay. Argo.
Magic Mommy, it's your turn.
I'll move here and do Scorching Ray at second level.
Okay. So the first ray is a hit for 3, second ray is a hit for 5, third ray is a hit for 6. Total of 14.
And I'll move there and then my turn.
Okay. Azzy, it is your turn. You have drawn your bow.
Block out the sun.
I drink that.
You still had that.
Yeah, you can either get bigger or smaller, depending upon your choice.
Bigger.
Okay, so you would like to grow
For 4 hours.
for 3 hours.
3 hours.
No concentration is required. Let's see here. Enlarge effect of the spell, enlarge, reduce. So I want to say that you basically effectively have become more or less the same size, give or take, as the statue.
Mm-hmm. And seeing what Noctis is doing, I wrap my enlarged hand around his rope and get ready to yank with him.
just for effect here. Hold on.
Yes!
There you go.
I needed that. My pride needed that. Thank you. Talking about big dicks.
Now you're taller than
God.
one.
All right, so you've grabbed the rope, which is like floss in your hand.
That's fine. I hope it holds.
Magical, so I believe it is made of sterner stuff.
So what's funny is that I think, and I don't have anything to back this up, but it's the only thing that makes sense to me because we haven't discerned what these runes do. But I think that this thing is just getting buffed by being close to the fucking statue. So.
It is the statue.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Wait, what? I thought this was the statue.
Yeah.
That's where it spawned from. That's
Yes.
a piece of artwork that's on the map layer that I can't get rid of.
Oh.
I think we could still probably get it out of the runes because the runes could be buffing it. So
Are the runes shifting with it?
I think they should be in theory, if I'm remembering this correctly from the way that its thing is set up to be. Let's see. Moon runes. No, they are stationary. Yeah, they are stationary. Okay. So the runes are where the runes are.
Okay. Well, Big Azzy readies the rest of his action to expend it at the same time Noctis does.
Okay. And now it is the statue's turn. It will continue its assault upon Holly. Kind of not really aware or caring whatever you've done to it in the meanwhile. And so it will swing its mighty fists.
yay!
The first attempt
Is a hit.
is a miss.
Fuck you.
The second attempt
Did it roll a 1?
is a hit. It's a hit for 52, halved for 26. See, I did math.
Now she's under 100.
Now I am under 100.
Welcome to the club.
But yeah, actually, the first time it rolled a 6.
Good, bitch.
See, it's got
Turn
like
you
a 9 or 10 modifier.
Yeah, it's got a very good modifier.
Okay, and thus ends its turn. Holly, you're up.
No. I Look at my inventory. Hold on.
Potion of production. Go.
Nope. I'm gonna drink a potion of greater healing. Oh yeah, of course it would do that. Thanks.
Yeah, if you just click the purple, the pink text, it'll roll the healing.
Wow, amazing. Fucking
Are you back
amazing.
above 100 yet?
No.
No, not with that, unfortunately.
I
Yeah, my
assume
rolls
she's
tonight.
barely under it.
Was that my action? No. Yes. Drinking
No.
potions.
You can bonus action drinking a potion.
Yep, I will make that my bonus action. I guess I'll just take some more pot shots at it. Not that I'm gonna hit the damn thing, but at least it's keep.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget your D4. Well,
that is a
go.
hit. That is also a hit.
19 confirmed.
Even without your +4s or your less. All right, so let's do the second one first because it's easier. So hit for 14. Noted.
17.
Oh, sorry, +3. 17. Cut in half is 9. So we got that. Second one is a crit for, let's see, 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 11 is 23. Cut in half is 12, so...
Plus 3?
That.
Because of her
Yeah, I
thing.
think I already
Yeah.
included
I already
that.
did the plus 3.
Okay. Okie doke.
It's still there.
I'm mad. I like that she went back under 100 HP. She got angry.
Angie.
Very angy.
That's my turn.
Okay. Knockers, you're up.
Alright. Let's yank the foot out from this big boy.
Okay.
See if we can get to topple over.
Alright, so you and Azzy working together.
Yep.
I will have you roll a strength check for me. I will have Azzy roll a strength check with advantage for me.
Okay.
That's like double advantage.
I believe me, I'm taking that into account with your roll. Don't you worry.
Ooh, 21.
All right, so you've got a 21. We will call Azzy's roll an effective 30. So yes, you successfully pull really hard, and the statue does fall over, and it lays there prone. You have successfully made the statue fall over.
Okay. That took my action, correct?
Yes.
With that, I'll wait up here because if it... Yeah, for now I'll wait up here because I can move down to it. But this will at least hopefully do something for Azzy since now he did that. It'll be his turn again soon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Blackwind, you're up.
Oh boy. Alright, so it's now prone. I still have Inky Black Tendril, which lasts for up to 1 minute. So as after this, I believe 7 more rounds potentially.
Correct.
So let's see. Thinking you guys got that part pretty well under control, so... But I also get a free 48 damage, essentially. Yeah, I'm going to stay here and just do the 48.
Okay. All right, 17. Okay.
And that will be it.
All right.
That's all I got.
Argo.
Easy.
I'm going to try and cast a spell magic on the runes, because they've been causing trouble for our people. It seems to be making this thing harder. At least that's what I'm thinking, so I'm gonna try.
Let's see here. So you cast a spell magic on the runes. No effect.
I tried. I'll end my turn.
I was gonna say, did you use it at a 3rd level slot? I take it.
Yeah, I just used it at 3rd level. Because worst case, it would have been a roll if it would have done anything.
Yep.
Now I know that's not really something to worry about, and it's Azzy's turn.
All right, big Azzy.
Can I grab it?
Sure, if you want to.
Did it take any damage from the fall? Just out of curiosity, since it fell on a slope like that.
It did not.
It did not care.
Yeah, it gave 0 fucks.
What do I roll to do a grapple?
If you want to grapple it, basically just do like a strength check for me. But I'll give you advantage because it's already prone.
Well, if we're doing strength checks, I don't know if this matters, but the enlarge reduce thing is supposed to give me advantage on strength checks. Jesus, not that it apparently mattered. Holy fuck.
Wait, was Ozzy in range for Bless or no?
Yeah.
He was.
I just don't know if he still has it because he went on. I think actually he
still would.
should. Yeah. So roll a
Because
d4.
you didn't go under.
Yes, because I didn't. So.
And that's strength, not athletics, right? Because that's a huge difference in the rolls.
I mean, theoretically, it would just be strength, I think, because you're trying to pin them, not necessarily being an athlete. I don't know.
Trying to pick him up. I want to throw him. 12.
Okay, so 12. Not successful.
So how does that work for action-wise? Does that consume my whole action, that fail?
No, I would treat that as a bonus because you're attempting to basically more or less grab hold of them. If you wanted to still attack or do something else, you could. However, remember that you left your sword in the ground while you were a much smaller individual.
Oh, fuck.
You can get a toothpick.
You do have a bow that's pretty large, though.
I want to kick him down into the water. That's what I want to do. like that's
action. You still have an action. You can try.
Break
I would
your
think.
foot.
What is it? What is it to shove a prone creature down a slope? What would you like me to roll?
I mean, I'd give you advantage on it, but I think still it's going to be like a strength check like it would be if you were shoving with your shield mastery.
Not really seeing anything else I can do, so.
Don't forget your d4.
20.
Okay. So you successfully give it a little heave, and it hoes a little bit, and it takes a little roll, and then kind of stops because the slope is kind of leveled in this little area around where the plane where the statue was. So you rolled it over, and it kind of stopped, but it's now face down instead of being on its back. And Nokris, give me a dex save, please.
And you were trying to fuck us up.
You know why. Okay. So you mostly hold your balance.
Well, let me just ask you, is it a fail or is it a pass?
It's a pass.
If it's a fail, I'm going to do something.
It's a pass.
Okay.
Yeah. You mostly keep your balance.
Okay.
And are able to kind of let go of the rope before you kind of join this thing rolling down the hillside.
Yep, okay.
But you're able to regain yourself.
Okay.
Alright, is that the end of your turn, Ezzy?
Yeah, I can't do anything else. That's my bonus and my action, so.
Okay. Alright, it is the statue's turn. It will expend its movement to effectively do a push-up and stand upright again. And then it will attack at Holly because she is right there.
Disadvantage. With a huge shield.
Gonna impose this. Well, don't you have? Oh, you're within 5 feet of a target, so yes, technically you can impose disadvantage. Yeah.
It's a big ass shield, motherfucker.
All right,
Would
so
you still have the shield out because of your bow, though?
No,
Yes.
I can't take the shield off, so it's
the
it's a
shield-
strap on.
yeah, the shield will be like strapped on your arm. All right, so the first attempt at disadvantage is a 17
Shits me, of course.
for 35. Halved would be 18. And the second attack at disadvantage is a 19 for 62, halved to 31.
I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Just be happy that disadvantage was imposed, because there was a crit in one of those, and I'll just say that's a lot of damage.
That's already a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Arger died immediately, just from seeing it happen.
All right, so that being said, the statue resumes its gaze upon you, and Holly, it is your turn.
I growl at it and I hit it some more.
Okay.
Anything else I can really do? Actually, hold on a second. Okay, we're gonna try a thing. We're gonna try a thing here. Actually, let me see what the. This probably isn't gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna cast Entangle on this thing.
Are you able to cast magic while raging?
Oh, that's a good point. I actually probably wouldn't do that anyway, or wouldn't want to do that anyway, because I can cast magic while I'm raging, but it would drop my rage.
It's up to you if you want to be mad.
No, I'm still gonna be mad. I'm gonna hit it some more.
It's been hitting you real bad.
Okay. A hit. A miss. So let's see. Hit for 15 halved. Okay.
Oh, no, wait. Bonus action. I'm gonna use another potion.
It's
Okay.
like we're fighting another Holly.
I know. I don't like it. There can only be one.
A Holly that hits like Zen, too.
Ah, that's better.
Yeah, it's a better heal.
Not worth much when this thing's hitting me for fucking like 30 a fucking hit.
Mm-hmm. Just imagine what it would be like if it was hitting Azzy, though.
Yeah.
You might even say that this is an uphill battle.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
Nokris, you are up.
Okay. I got two options here. I'm not sure which one I should go with. I'll go with this one. I am going to move down here, so I am next to Holly. And then I'm going to expend my 4th level slot to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
For 23 points healed.
Feel the life.
It's like, you're not going down today. Not if I can help it. And then that's my action. And then as a bonus action, don't think I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve right at the moment. No, I don't, because all I have are 1st level slots. Yeah, that is. Can't do that because I'll end that. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Blackwind, you're up.
Oh gee, I wonder whatever Blackwind could possibly do. Is it maintain concentration? Yes, it is. 17 more necrotic.
Okay.
No need to move, no need to mess up my groove. Go, Argo, go!
Yep. Argo, you are up.
Magic missile at 4th level, so 6 starts total.
Okay. Alright, so the first one. 4. 3. 5. 4. Is there a spell hit component that's associated with that too? No, it's just straight.
Nope.
Just straight hit. Yep. So let's see.
Missile give no
4.
fucks. How many missiles do you get with 4th level? 6?
6.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
And
25.
they're all force damage.
You know,
25.
yep, it's pretty good in all honesty. Magic missile only cares if you have a special thing for defenses.
Like shield.
Yup.
And that'll end my turn. Because I'm not getting close to that thing.
Okay, so as you pummel it with the bolts of forceful energy, your magic missiles colliding with it, the statue seems to lose some of its energies and kind of becomes inert, laying there, or not really laying there anymore. It's now standing, but it becomes inert, standing there where it was present before. And kind of springing out from it, from the side, comes a ghostly apparition that you are familiar with seeing a little earlier.
This bitch.
Did it say do anything?
Swear to God, if there's any sort of line that sums up as "you passed the test," bitches are about to fucking die.
So,
Are
seeing
we
as
the
how
ones to die? Are we?
seeing as how I am now right on top of these fucking runes that are on the ground, and I'm not getting my face beat the fuck in. What do these runes say?
Still in combat?
Do you know Dwarvish?
Yes, I do. Holly knows Dwarvish.
Okay. If you would like to perform a check here in the middle of combat.
Wait, we're still in combat?
Yeah, this thing's
Yeah.
not going to talk to us.
Yeah. Here, let me actually...
Doing anything.
Hold on. I'll give it an initiative roll. There you go. See, it's on the board. So if you would like to perform a check for me, I need you to do a religion or arcana, depending upon whichever one is going to be higher for you.
Neither. I have 0 in both.
Okay, so
Sorry,
Not
I'll
negative.
just do arcana check.
okay. Hey. So quickly studying the runes as you're able, now that you're in front of them and have half a moment to focus on them, looking down at the ground, you determine that the runes on the ground are a protection spell of sorts. More or less a barrier of protection in that the inhabitants inside, within a certain stature or racial lineage, would be protected by the guardian in the Eidolon that possess the statue from assailants.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I probably could have figured this out sooner if somebody hadn't gone in and made things angry.
Sten.
Colt.
Yes, I get it, okay?
Just
think
find
I'm
a way to
literally
blame you,
only-
Abby. What do you mean?
Who knows Dwarvish? I'm literally the only person who could have read this.
I
Yeah,
think I was
you
in
are.
2 points off from getting it without knowing Dwarvish. That was not good. Because you mentioned it being like a 25 check for if you didn't know Dwarvish and had a 23.
I'm just gonna yell out, "Don't touch the gnome!"
That gnome's already dead. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's like,
Very dead.
sorry.
you
Been tentacle fondled, acided, cold.
Yeah, you can touch that gnome as much as you want because it is dead. But the spirit probably is still gonna hate you regardless at this point.
Yeah, I killed its gnome friend. I'm screwed.
I'm just gonna relay the information that this is a protection spell. Not that it does us any good right now.
I would have tried to dispel it then.
So the other part of it that I can read for you is a individual that deciphers the moon runes feels at one with the statue, currently feeling like a lump of stone. And during your turns, if it was animated, as a bonus action, you could attempt a charisma check to effectively mentally tell it what you would like for it to do within the boundary of the protection.
Okay, guys. So what did we just fucking learn?
Continue to do stupid shit all day.
And it's nap time for Argo.
As he gets up and walks away, he climbs up, he picks up Argo, puts her on his shoulder, and just walks into the fucking woods.
I
No.
imagine though.
Iron Giant style.
Alright, what was all that? Holly, what were you saying?
I was saying we still have a very angry spirit here. Do not get up and walk away.
Yep,
Yeah.
you do have an angry ghost. Yep.
What we do.
All right, so Argo, having nuked the stone creature, forcing the spirit out, and thus probably ending your turn, I'm gonna guess. And we'll move on to Azzy. All right, big boy, it's your turn.
This thing looks hostile, I take it.
When I say big boy, I mean literally big. It does look, I mean, as menacing as a ghost can look. You're basically staring at the visage of a dwarven female. You know, so that probably is pretty scary in its own right. She'll fuck you up.
She'll get fucked.
So hit his ankles.
Okay.
Having heard the dialogue at this point. I mean, shit, what do you do at this point? I
don't
want
know,
protection.
What do you want to do?
And
I can try to talk to it on my next turn, but it's already pretty angry, so.
this is all difficult terrain, right? So it's 10 points of movement per.
That is correct.
You can't grab a ghost, can you?
I mean,
can
you could
certainly
try. I'll make you roll.
That's
but-
Kevin Bacon.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to pop. How many more do I have? Fuck. Oh, I've got one more. I'm gonna pop one more potion of healing. My last one.
$14 HPs.
I'm up to 52. 2 points shy of my max. Half my max. After that, I mean, no, I'll stay put. I'll ready my action to leap in defense of someone else.
Okay. Very well. It's now Holly's turn.
Okay. I'm going to go down right around here to kind of peek around Jumbo Bob over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to talk to this ghost in Dwarfish.
All right. What would you like to say?
I'd like to say, Hail Spirit, I am the reader of the runes, and I request protection.
So
In Dwarvish.
the spirit looks back at you. This protection is not for you, and you killed one within its circle. No protection can be granted.
To be fair, we kind of already thought him dead.
Oh, he was very much alive.
And why did you attack us?
I didn't. You attacked me.
Okay, but to be fair, you're very threatening. You are a very intimidating spirit.
As I would need to be.
Why did this gnome come here for you in particular?
He did not come here for me, but he sought refuge here once he realized what was befallen the Gulch, and that it was his only refuge of safety.
And what has befallen the Gulch?
This slaughter of undead.
Which we took care of. Fucking
Yes.
welcome.
However, you are now the threat.
So if we leave, you'll do what? I can't say this. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Can we just say I'm relaying? What would happen if we left? If we just left the Gulch?
You would do well to leave here, and to never return.
And what of the bodies of these gnomes? Would you not like us to give them a proper burial? We did not come here with the intention of harming anyone except these undead.
I would, however. I will not let you touch this gnome.
But it's already dead.
Belongs to the Gulch then. You can stay here with the undead as this being wishes. Let us tend to those that we can. Not waste any more time or effort here.
Is the gnome up there by Blackwind dead?
No.
I don't think so.
They're unconscious.
So we saved 2 out of 3. Go us.
2.
Yeah, we saved 1 running away from boars.
I forgot about the halfling there, or whatever it was.
On top of that, though, we need somebody to check the body up top to see if it has the grenade. That's our sole purpose for being here. And if that top one doesn't have the grenade, somebody needs to check the one in our fucking van. And then if that one doesn't have the grenade, guess what the fuck's gonna happen? We're gonna touch that fucking gnome.
Well,
I'm not gonna relay that.
You had best leave the Gulch, and it becomes Nokris's turn.
Dun, dun,
I just want to point out, I'm a fucking paladin here that was trying to ascertain if that man was dead. I don't say any of this, but I just want to point this out.
I'm not putting fault on anyone right now.
I know.
I just
Fuck you, Nokris.
Can we all agree it was Azzy's fault?
Goes into magic circles. Doesn't wait for anybody to dispel or read the magic circle.
Encouraging bad
If he was
behavior.
dying or not.
Nokris and I both tried to read them. We couldn't.
Yep. Actually, yeah, I did try and read them, but I just couldn't. I rolled well too, if I remember right.
You did.
But
Yeah, you needed a 25.
You needed a 25. Yeah, you
Or
needed
you
a
just
25
know
to pass, or no dwarvish to knock 10 off of it, or
Yep.
be a follower of the deity of Dumathoin, in which you would have just known outright. So
Definitely not that. Okay. Our cart is up over here, I take it.
Yeah.
Somewhere over here, yeah?
up off to the west side, up in the upper ridge.
Okay. Hearing that, I will I'll move up here, so I'm... How far can I move? Because I know it's difficult terrain, correct?
Yeah, it's 10 feet per tile on the slope.
10, 20,
and then it'd be
then
30 to make it up onto the ledge.
Okay, that's 30. And then where is the cart in relation to where I am now?
Like there.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, you can make it in another turn's worth of movement, or if you want to expend your action to dash or something, you can do that.
I'll just expend my action to dash just so I'm there, because I'm going to have to search this gnome anyway.
Very well.
And that's my turn. I'm just going to leave that as is for right now. I'm not...
Mm-hmm.
saying anything. I'm not dealing with anything. They seem to be conversing in a language that I don't understand. So.
Yep, Blackwind.
I'm going to trust Holly to have this under control.
That's a mistake.
It is Blackwind's turn now.
I mean, it was a mistake to think Nokris had things under control too the first time.
Holly has a +0 to charisma, so unless she's drunk, she probably gets a +1.
All right. So in that case, given that statue is gone,
Well,
Blackwind.
It's there. It just looks pretty lifeless right now.
Okay, it's not a threat anymore, so
Right.
no more concentration on enervation.
Right.
Which point Blackwind is going to try to rifle through the pockets of the unconscious gnome.
Okay. So looking over the body of the unconscious gnome, you discover that it is one of the 3 individuals that you were tasked with locating and meeting from the Gnomon Guard. It is... to find the name of this particular one. Arch. Fibblestib Pinebark. And searching her body, you locate that she holds the main component of the Gnomon Guard grenade.
Damn it, it's broken into pieces because they didn't trust anyone.
Of course, each of these 3 gnomes has a fucking piece.
So the component that you find is a small metallic rune-covered object made of different types of metals and materials, linked together with a variety of gears, bands, bits, and bobs. The metals are of varying colors, making their grenade shine with some kind of rainbow-esque luminosity. And then that's the rest of the information you can do when you go to use it. Okay, so basically it looks like a spherical styled object with many different gears and components and things like that are combined on it of various materials and types with different kind of colorful shines upon them. And you can tell that among them there is an obvious entry point for some kind of device to be insert into it that probably is the arming mechanism or something of that nature.
We need the pin and the spoon for said grenade. Got it.
You said Fiddlestid Pinchbark?
Fiddlestib.
Stib.
Pine bark.
Pine bark.
Yeah, Fibblestib Pine bark.
Very dopish name.
And she is totally out.
So, just thoughts, because this circle, right, was made for protection. We killed one of the inhabitants, but we potentially have 2 more inhabitants who can enter the circle and retrieve not only the body, but the piece that we need. Because it was a protection for those short-statured fucks.
Well, it's protection for anybody
doorway.
who can go in there and read the runes and ask for protection.
Right, and it was
Right,
the gnome
which
who
you-
initially asked.
We can only assume that they either know or that you can tell them. So I say we all back out, we take a moment to reconsider. For the most part, it looks like the moon statue is inanimate. Not saying that that can't change, but I don't want to encourage bad behavior. And it seems like this creature cannot leave. So it's a circle of protection. That's what makes sense to me.
So, is it the Eidolon's turn?
It is.
Okay. So, the Eidolon issuing its warnings to you, and you know, still kind of kicking around as you undoubtedly would have been anyways, will try to infect everyone with a sense of divine dread, calling down the power of her deity to effectively jolt or scare you into departure. So let's go ahead and roll for it here.
Is this a charm type of effect?
It is a frighten type of effect, and I would need anyone that has no immunity against it to roll a DC save for me for wisdom.
Does it have a certain range effect on it, or
Of
no?
course it does. However, it's a pass-fail. So I will let you roll, and I will let you know if you passed or failed.
Oh no, I meant, is there a certain range you have to be within it?
Oh.
And
It is within 60 feet.
That'll hit me.
I think that's everyone.
What did you say it was? A wisdom save?
Wisdom.
The wisdom. Don't forget that you three, Argo, Holly, and Azzy, have the D4 still.
Right.
Because that's still running for a couple of rounds.
I'm gonna spend a luck point to re-roll that wisdom save.
Okay.
23 total for me.
Okay.
Wow, garbage, absolute garbage.
I got a
Alright.
16.
Man, none of you are wise, are you?
So, yeah, okay, so Nokris has his 14 plus 2, 16. Holly has an 8 as the better roll. Has not used Bless as of yet, so I would say, let's see what that is. Azzy rolled a 10 plus 1.
Just curious if I failed. If I did fail, I'd like to use my Indomitable.
Okay, you did fail. So, circling back through all the rolls for everyone that was affected. Nokris passed.
Okay.
Argo passed. Blackwind failed. Holly failed. And Azzy, what does all that roll actually come to there? Use your Indomitable to re-roll the die?
Yeah, I used Indomitable twice because I have 2 charges of it, and I guess failed.
Yes, you rolled. Yeah, you rolled a 4, which wouldn't have been better, and then you rolled a 10, which is the same that you rolled before. So you came up with an 11 regardless, which is a fail. So
That's insane.
for everyone that failed, for the next minute, you are currently frightened, and your only action that you can take during your turn is a dash action to move away from the Eidolon with the safest route available at the start of each of your turn, unless there is nowhere available for you to move, in which case you also become stunned in place with fear until you are able to move again. Every turn, at the end of your turn, you are able to repeat the saving throw attempt to see if you can break free of the grip. If you are able to successfully break free of the grip of it, you are immune to the Divine Dread for the next 24 hours. So, the people that succeeded are not affected by the Dread for a day. And that being done, the Eidolon is going to move in a ghostly, incorporeal form, moving across the side here.
Okay, so we answered that.
Let's go over. Let's have it go over here. Let's go here, guarding the body of the gnome. That's a better direction, I think. So that is the end of its turn. Argo, you may go.
It's 10 feet of movement for the rough terrain down each spot, right?
Correct.
So 15, 20, maybe 25 total. I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step to beside the body and end my turn.
Okay.
I think you still have an action, don't you?
Yeah, I didn't think about that because I forgot about the cantrips.
So you can use an action to search the body if you want to as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna search the body then. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and see if I can find a piece of the berm.
Alright, so searching the body, you rummage through and locate a key. The body is of one Dabble Dob Plaster Patch. And looking at this key, you can see that it is some form of magical and multicolored piece of metal.
I'm gonna end my turn then.
Okay.
I used all my resources that turn.
Yes, you did. And Azzy, you're up.
Well, I take the dash action.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
Do I have to take the dash action?
Yes,
Or
you
can
do.
I just move? Okay.
Don't take it. The only reason you don't take it is if you can't move.
Right.
Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
And there is no maximum distance associated with the range of this dread. It is simply away from. So.
Do I make my saving before or after my turn?
End of your turn.
Okay.
So after you have run away.
Yes.
After you flee.
Man, not like it fucking mattered. That's 3 10s.
What does your bless have to say about it? You still got a couple turns of that left.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you're still in the throes.
That's insane. How do we roll that fucking shitty each time?
All right, Holly, you're up.
So it's what, 60 feet of movement?
For you, it's 80.
Oh, you
I
have-
For me,
think,
it's
because-
80.
A million feet of movement. What do you mean?
And this dark brown and the cliff is difficult terrain, right?
Correct. So that's 10, 20, 5, 30, 35. Yep, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55,
Move my turn order list.
60.
I mean, that's the first spot I can go. So.
Yeah, I mean, technically you could go 2 more north or continue to go north. That'll take you farther away. That's 70 and then 80. So 2 more to the north. Yep.
Whatever.
Gotta get away. Okay. Go ahead and
I need a wisdom
do your wisdom save.
Wow.
All right, 11. Not high enough. And so you are still consumed by dread. Nokris, go right ahead.
Okay. I am going to search the body of the other unconscious gnome
Okay.
that we have in our caravan or
Okay.
cart.
Searching this body, you are looking over the body of one. Yes, hello, bear. What is their name? Brindlemint Mince Mower. Sounds delicious. And searching their body, you do not find anything of any particular interest.
Okay. Sorry, just taking notes really quickly.
Mm-hmm. I'm just holding a cat, so it's it's fine.
Okay. With that, I will stick my head back out and I will look down towards Argo and yell, "This one doesn't have anything. What about yours?" And I will then use my movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so I can make my way closer should something happen to Argo and she need help if she can't get out there quickly enough.
Okay. Very well.
Since I see the others running in panic, and I can only assume shit happened.
Alright, Blackwind. It is your turn to run.
Yes, it is. However, Blackwind doesn't have a whole lot of great escape routes.
So the path that you have across the archway is also treacherous terrain. So it'll expend double movement crossing it.
So this fear effect or this divine dread, do I need to continue running away from something if I can't see it?
Yes. Because
Okay.
it is not like a turn undead or like a line of sight thing or a distance thing. It's literally you're
Not a
affected by
traditional
dread.
fear effect.
Yeah, you're affected by dread, and it compels you to basically just run away from the source
Until I'm a certain distance.
until you are no longer able to move any farther.
It's just run as far as you can until it's no longer affecting
Until you
you.
succeed on the roll to no longer be dread. There is no maximum distance associated. It's simply go as far as you can.
Ah, that
It's like
sucks.
a toxic version of fear.
It's pretty nasty because it's more so than like turn undead or fear, where it's like once you get beyond a certain threshold, it's like, oh, okay, well now I don't have to run anymore.
I see. This is the bullshit boss mechanic, and I didn't stand in the stack marker.
That's pretty much the case, yeah, except you weren't the only one.
Yeah. I stood on my ley lines for too long.
You didn't get behind the rocks or got hit by the enragey thing.
Alright, so that being stated, you were firmly on the ground at the time when you were there, so it would just be walking or gliding along the ground surface without having any kind of verticality of motion.
Right.
So you would do
I think that goes to
10,
25
20.
because you said the arch would be difficult.
Difficult terrain, yeah, so it'd be 5, 15, 25, and then it's a dash action, so basically double your movement speed normally. And continue that distance.
Another 10.
So 35, 45, 55, 60/5. Because I assume you have a standard 30.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You go ahead and try to do your save to see if you break the dread.
Just wisdom?
Yep,
right?
Wisdom. And you do not have Bless, unfortunately, so that is a fail. Okay. It is the Eidolon's turn, who is going to angrily move down towards Argo and will lash out with a little mind spike kind of action, from a ghost to a person in only the ways that they're able to attack. Let's see here. And it misses. Yeah, it missed before you even cast shield, so that's fine too if you want to have shield up in the duration, but
yeah, I popped it just to, because I was saying it anyways.
Yep, fair enough.
So until, well, like my next turn, which is now, I guess.
That is correct. It is your turn.
I'm going to reach down and put my hand on the gnome body and dimension doors to the caravan because it's 500. I can get 500 feet, and the caravan hasn't moved. That's that.
Okay. And let's see, I'll grab the corpse. There you go.
I turned towards Nokris. There was a key. I brought it the rest because it was wrong to leave him here. And then I end my turn.
Okay. Alright, Azzy. You're up, and you are still scared, so do your best to try to put as much distance as you can between you and the Eidolon until you hit probably the corner of the map and can't go any further.
That's 55.
Yep. Yeah, we'll call that your full movement for the turn. And then go ahead and try to do a wisdom save for me.
Man, just keeps getting better and better. I think next time I'm just going to roll my physical dice.
All right. So you are still bound by a dread. Holly, go ahead and do your run. Your dash action.
Hopefully.
Where do you want her to go?
I know.
Take her off the map.
As far to the north as you can go before you hit the ledge that goes down into the stream. So basically, yep. That's what?
Half of your normal movement.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then it would be 10 more to go down. So it'd be 40, and then 50, and then 60 to be on the ledge. Yep. And then basically that's where you stop.
Okay.
And you are effectively stunned from being able to move or perform action. However, you can still try to break your dread with your save at the end of your turn.
All right, I'm gonna roll my actual dice for this.
Okay.
What is it? Just a D20?
Whatever your wisdom. Yeah,
Save.
be a D20 and then whatever your modifier on your wisdom is, which may not be anything, might be 0.
My wisdom is 0 exactly.
Okay.
So I know it's a +1.
So you get
Don't forget
plus
your
1,
D4 too.
and you can roll an extra D4 for bonus.
All right, so I got a 10. So +1 is 11.
The rolls are in our favor.
Forever in your favor.
15
So
total.
15.
15 total.
Yeah.
So you have broken the dread. But you cannot perform any other actions until next turn because you are stunned in place from your dashing. Alright, so, Nokris, you're up. You are free.
Okay. Yep. So Argo's there. Unfortunately, the gnome is way on the other side, and I'm pretty sure Blackwing doesn't have the piece on him. Or at least I don't know.
Well, you don't know that. Yeah, you don't know that.
I don't know that. Okay. Looking at the spirit, does it look like it's going to follow Argo, considering what Argo has done? Does it have murderous intent in its eyes on Argo, I guess is a better question.
I mean, yes.
Okay. In that case, then, I'm going to situate myself in between Argo and the spirit as best as I can.
Okay.
And yeah, I know. And I'm gonna. I think. I don't know if this is my last round that's gonna have Divine Favor up or not.
Affirm blessing, you mean?
Blessing, yes.
Maybe.
I think it might be next round. But
It's
I'm not
next.
sure.
It will be end of next round. You should
Okay.
have one more round past this.
Okay, so I'll leave that as is for right now, and then since this thing definitely has murderous intent in its eyes, and I need to make sure that Argo is situated and ready to go, I will cast a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Excuse me. We'll go from there.
Fire when ready.
Yep, I did. 27 to hit.
is a hit.
26 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have fun with ghosts. Actually,
Alright.
question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the statue or this thing that's considered my target for my vow of enmity?
I guess technically, because you didn't know it was possessed, I would say that it would have been the statue.
Statue? Okay. Sounds good to me. That is my turn, since I can't really do anything with my bonus action right at this moment.
All right. Blackwind,
Effectively,
let's take a little journey
Go north beyond the wall.
beyond the wall into the wilds.
Don't worry, I got out the measuring tool earlier just in case I happen to reach the corner and still make my save.
Okay.
This is going to be difficult terrain as I'm
Right.
going up
Yep.
the wall,
10.
right?
Yep, 10, and then probably 20 to scale up. They're at 20. Yep. So now it's normal movement. 5. Yep. 30.
35, 40, 45. Corner of the map.
45 corners. So now you'll basically be stunned, but you can make your save. So you're stunned from doing any
Can
other
I?
actions. Yes. You break the dread. But you will not be able to take any reactions or anything until your next turn.
Damn. All right.
All right, so the Eidolon, seeing what just occurred, does this little floaty ghosties.
Floaty floaty. I like that better.
Goaty floasties. 1, 2, 3. Coming up on Nokris, and we'll attempt to Mind Spike.
I'm going. Is this an attack roll? Out of curiosity.
It's a spell attack, yes.
Okay. I will then use my reaction and cast shield.
I doubt that it'll actually hit you, but we have to try nonetheless.
Yep.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna pop shield to be safe.
here we go. And no, 16 is not enough.
Nope.
So
John's 3 least favorite words. I cast shield.
yeah, pretty much. But that's okay because things are happening. So fails to hit you, and it just stares at you menacingly with fiery eyes of anger and justice. And Argo,
I know that look only all too
yes,
well.
I know it's like a mirror. Argo, it's your turn.
It's a very short mirror.
I'm going to attempt to see if I'm able to dispel the effect on Azzy with my last spell slot with the spell magic.
You are not able to.
Had to try because need every hand on deck, but end my turn. Want to set the gnome down on the ground and stand in front of it.
Very well. Azzy, you're up.
Jesus. Okay.
It's gonna be like Attack on Titan. You're just gonna be a big ass dude run down a stream.
Okay, so I'm in the water now.
I can't sing that opening, so I'm not gonna try.
All right. So that's where that puts me.
Okay. Was that a dash action or just a normal movement?
That was 6 spaces. Well, okay. No, I cheated.
Yeah, spaces would be 60 because of the dash.
No, I cheated.
No. So what I did was go sideways because it's like down, up, down, up, down, up.
But you could do diagonals, right?
Yeah.
And technically now you can go north, right?
I guess one more, right? Yep, 6.
Yep. Now you can try to break.
Don't forget your D4 if you're close.
I didn't break.
Okay, I guess it was that.
Uno?
Low.
Oh.
I heard.
Ooh,
God
no, no.
damn it.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So, Holly, you are now free. Oh, okay. All right. She had to give him
I'm sorry, Matt. I tried to help
She had
you.
to bolster him for a moment there.
A whole different kind of bless.
All right.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to get back up on this fucking ledge.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So 10.
20.
Call it 20. And you got 20,
I'm gonna
20 more of normal movement.
Yeah, I'm going to actually hold on. So if I use an ability to double my speed, do I also get a dash action after that?
It depends upon the ability.
It would be
'Cause-
feline agility.
So feline agility is a trait, correct?
Yes. When I move on my turn in combat, I can double my speed until the end of my turn. Once I use the trait, I cannot use it again until I move 0 feet on one of my other turns.
So I would say that technically, if you utilized it, you could double your speed twice. Yes, so you could do like double movement, but it would only be combining your original movement speed of 40, so you'd get 40 bonus for your dash as your action, and 40 bonus as your feline agility. I think that's
So
the
120
limitation.
total.
It's a lot of movement, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if the action consumption supersedes or if feline agility is an action. It didn't sound like it was.
Well, I don't really need to use an action, I guess. I really just want to be able to move fucking 80 feet and then like dash another 80 feet if I need to.
That wouldn't be. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do 80 and 80. You'd be able to do basically 120 because you do 40 plus 40 plus 40.
With the dash action, it mentions increases to your speed does alter the dash amount. Any increases or decreases to your speed change the additional amount you get when you're using it.
Okay.
Right, so like
So
my
if you use
my
feline
original
agility,
speed is 40, so
you
if
get
I
80.
use feline agility as my trait, I would get
Mhm.
80, and then I could dash another 80.
Then you would get 160. Correct.
Okay. Whew, I
And then
zoomies.
you turn into a monk and get another like 40 after that.
Turns into a freaking cat on a mission.
She's moving at 600 miles an hour. I would just want to throw that out there. So when
Yeah.
she hits the cliff and goes to like climb down at 600 miles an hour, she's gonna.
Yep, it's gonna be exactly like a cat.
I mean,
thinking
somebody
it's going
said
to jump.
snack. Somebody said snack. So.
Somebody
Oh,
shook
why
the
is
bag.
Who the fuck went?
Knockers opened up the jerky bag.
Oh, goodness.
Alright,
Where's
so what
the
am I
cat
at?
now?
20, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 80. That's my original speed.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to try to fuck with that thing?
I mean, I'm
It's
already
messing with your
fucking
friends.
it.
Just remember, though, that taking the
Yeah.
dash action consumed your action.
I know. Well, I haven't taken it yet.
Well, I guess that's fair. You haven't moved yet, but if you would like to get up on it, you would have to.
I'm not raging anymore either.
Maybe internally.
Yeah, it's an internal. It's always an internal struggle.
But just like a normal person rage. Not the barbarian
Not
rage you're used to.
anti-barbarian rage.
Exactly. Pretty much.
What's my HP like? Yeah. I'm gonna go more zoomies. And I'm just gonna stop right here at this cliff.
Okay.
Can I get behind it?
You could, if you have the extra movement for another, 5.
Well, I'd have an extra 80 movement, so yeah.
Well,
She has
I
a
mean,
million.
Yeah, I zoom me at the edge of the cliff and I stand at this guy.
okay.
Just some shampoo from Bleach right behind it.
I just stare at it menacingly.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Nokris, what would you like to do?
To break concentration on my first spell, because it's going to run out at the end of this turn. Then I will, as a bonus action, I will cast Divine Favor at first level. So now I deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit. And then I will use my action to attack this thing because it's still got murderous intent in its eyes, and we need to deal with that.
And you get advantage.
Yep. I forgot to roll with advantage. I'll just roll again on that. And we'll just keep the or I'll just roll a d12 or a d20 plus what is it, 9.
Boop.
Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Okay. So 14 points of slashing plus 2 points of radiant damage, and I am going to use Divine Smite and burn my last spell slot on this thing. I'm guessing it's considered undead, correct?
You would be correct.
Okay. So plus 1d8, so 3d8. A total of 17 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so 17 plus your 16, 33.
Yep. And then I'm going to attack again. My last attack.
$28
to hit.
Is a hit for 10.
10 slashing, and then my d4 of radiant for an additional 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay. You rend the ghost from the material plane. You don't necessarily believe that it is, in fact, dead or gone, so much that it is currently not able to coalesce currently at this time.
I have made it inert.
Am I still affected by fear?
You are no longer affected by the dread of
Good
Doomsday.
job, mate.
Well, I've got another 2 hours to kill at least of this giant size, so...
That was like a minute and a half. He started the basically 3 hours.
At the lack of presence of the ghost, the circle of runes fade from visibility, and the statue made of moonstone loses its luster, basically kind of fading to a more dull, crystalline like look.
Break it down now.
I cast magic missile twice.
I'm tired. You're gigantic. You go break it.
I thought a day it'll wake up and turn into a giant dragon. Okay, just not close to it.
I will not be angry.
Very well. All right, so having thusly kind of cleared the board and things are kind of calmed for a moment here in the Gulch, you have a chance to kind of get your bearings once more.
I will move up to Holly and ask her, "Are you all right?"
Holly's gonna sit down and put her legs over the edge of this cliff ledge thing, and she's just gonna lay down in the dirt on her back. And she's just gonna lay there.
I will leave you to your rest, and I'll kind of pat her on the shoulder, and then I will go down a little bit until I can retrieve my rope of climbing and get it. I will command it to unknot so I don't have to touch the damn statue, and I will pull the rope back.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell after him, "Everything hurts!"
That's what
I know.
everyone feels like always.
I know. I will help you relax when we get back to the inn. How's that?
Don't tease me with a good time.
So she's saying.
Just kind of waves him off.
It's like, no teasing, and then I scream across the valley, Blackwind!
Blackwind casts thaumaturgy so that she can be heard. Yes!
Did the gnome have anything on its body as I continue to scream, but I'm not going to. In mic.
Yes, I have a large, shiny, spherical object with many gears and a keyhole.
I have a key.
You need help getting the
I
gnome
only
back
tell
over
knockers
here.
for not shouting.
Yeah, I'll probably need help.
Okay. I will
Unless
then
we
begin
want to take a
making...
short rest, at which point I will not need help.
We can get the gnome first so we can make sure he's not dying.
I was gonna say, you can...
As he walks over and takes care of it.
I was gonna say, as he... I'll then scream, Azzy, go pick up the gnome!
Shut up! I got a fucking headache, and not from booze!
Azzy, please don't kill the gnome when picking it up.
I think we all have a headache. I will buy you more booze.
I imagine Azzy carrying the gnome looks a bit like the Magitech Deathclaw carrying the Warrior of Light.
Geow, geow, geow.
Ryan Giant
Ah,
mode.
that sound effect.
Alright, so, having effectively recovered the unconscious forms back to the cart, you are aware now of the components which you have gathered. They're both still unconscious. You have a key of sorts, and you have the sphere as well. Both of them seeming to have similar shine and matching materials, leading you to believe that they belong together.
Can I try and recognize the runes if they're magical?
You can. Okay. So basically looking at the runes on the object, you denote that they are a kind of short form of instruction, effectively giving you the information of insert the key, wind the key 3 times, remove the key, throw the object, and wait for it to happen.
Instruction is simple, at least for using the bomb, it seems. Simply insert the key, turn it 3 times, get the objects far away from you, and then wait.
Why am I not surprised?
At least it's not overly complicated.
Are you able to determine what sort of effects it might have once the bomb does go off?
So the type of magical effect that effectively will come from this, let me see if it gives me any information in terms of the school.
Something like 86 D10 or some shit.
I mean, let's just say that as best as a determination as you can get, as best of a determination you can get from this grenade is the School of Magic is all of them.
It's a variety pack.
Oh, fuck.
We got the variety pack grenade. That's pretty good.
Certainly don't do things halfway, do they?
Except for growing, but...
Alright, so, you have recovered...
That was bad.
You have recovered the grenade. You have 2 of the 3 gnomes. I guess I guess technically 3, but let's call it 2 of the 3.
I worked hard to do that. I risked actually getting touched.
Meet you partway. We'll call it 2.5.
2.5 gnomes. Okay.
They're like 1.5 people.
Right, exactly.
That's worse.
So you have all the bodies. You're at the wagon. Would you like to rest here? Would you like to roll out to head home?
Nope.
What would you like to do?
I vote we head back a bit a ways to not be inside this
Gulch.
canyon,
Yup. We
just
get the
in case
fuck out of
the
the
ghost
gulch.
decides it wants to come back for round 2. Because we would not survive a round 2 at this point.
No.
Okay.
As he is gonna fit into the cart, right? He's gonna be fine to do that.
Please don't break the cart. Granny paid lots of money for it.
And
I
maybe
vote
if you take the
that
cover off.
Give Argo a ride on his shoulder because she doesn't want to walk or ride a horse.
Yeah, I mean, you could give like piggyback rides,
Yeah.
or if we take the roof off of the wagon, he could kind of like sort of sit in the
You
wagon.
can probably carry the wagon.
Trying to make this more comfortable for him because he's just dealt with a bunch of shit. Everybody has.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I haven't been touched. I'm still at 68 out of 68 hit points. So I'm just missing all
Must
my
be
spell
fucking
slots.
nice.
I mean, you almost got that low at one point, didn't you?
I got way lower than that. Thanks.
Wait, you went lower than 68?
Yeah, I went down to like 34 or something, 39.
Why do you think when I'm like, I have 2 options here, I immediately chose the one to save Holly?
I
mean-
forgot she got hit by the other things before. I thought it was just the.
No, I got hit like at least once
Yup.
every fucking round. I think that thing only missed me once.
I know, but when it's getting halved, I think of it as less damage.
It's still
overall.
a lot of
Everyone
damage.
always
Yeah.
does. Everyone always
just-
does.
I think, oh, that's half damage. That's fine. She has like 1,000,000 hit points, and then she gets like 1,000,000 times.
Until she
He
doesn't.
was taking roughly 20 a pop.
All right, so game plan for the movement. Are we going to head back partially and rest along the way? Are we going to continue on? It is probably, I would say, getting to be evening currently
We
at the
take about
Gulch.
30 minutes back. That way we're a bit of ways away, and then we'll rest for the evening.
So like
If
set,
no one disagrees.
yeah, so like set camp at the wagon more or less, probably
Yeah.
in the woods on the way back.
Basically.
The
Yeah.
game plan. Okay.
Go back there and then set up camp.
Yes, please.
Alright.
I need my spell slots.
All right. Let's pull the map up here. Okay. So let me select a new color. Freehand. We will be. How about we'll be blue this time? All right. So returning from the Gulch, we will go about 30 minutes and set up camp right here. And you guys will set up your, rest and everything, and people to be on watch.
Yep.
I can take first watch since everyone still healthy.
Yeah,
And
I
that way
will.
we can begin resting.
I mean, I could just take all of them because technically, doing something as simple and easy as keeping watch is equivalent is something you can do during a short rest. So
You don't need to sleep, do you?
I do not.
Holly gets to camp and promptly just passes the fuck out on whatever nearest looks comfortable patch of grass.
Does she do the cat floof? Like just butt down
She
and then
full on
rolls
just
over?
like turkey legs it out like a corgi.
I get a blanket out and put it over her, so at least there's that.
I will set up camp properly, and then once that's all done, I will then pick her up and put her into a proper tent.
Doesn't
as you
wake
go-
up.
As you go to pick
Yeah.
her up, you find Azzy leaned over her, blowing on one of her ears very gently to
you.
make it fucking twitch.
Look at him, I'm like, hopefully she doesn't have a dream of you doing that. I am not standing in front of that arrow.
All right. So as far as watches are concerned, nothing happens through the night.
I was gonna say,
There's
if
nothing
Blackwind-
eventful.
If Blackwind offers to take every single watch, I will promptly get everything organized, get Holly into a tent to make sure that she at least has someplace that is comfortable to sleep. I'll check to make sure Argo's fine. I'll check to make sure Azzy's gonna be fine. I'll double check with Blackwind, and then Nokris will promptly pass the fuck out because he didn't really even get rest the other day.
Right.
I'm gonna make some tea before I sleep.
Okay.
And then after the
You're
4 hours,
fucking
I'll wake
elephant.
up and just talk to
But wait.
Blackwood while I wait for the others to wake up.
Is this a long rest or a short rest?
Wow.
Um,
I assume you're
it's
gonna
a
sleep
few
through the
nights
night,
long.
right? Because
Yeah.
it's like it basically by the time you make camp, it's nightfall. So if you sleep through the night in camp to the next morning, it would be enough time for a long rest.
Nokris is purposely passing the fuck out for a full 8 hours.
Okay. And Azzy, you get to go from big guy Azzy to normal Azzy during the
Do you fall
exchange.
asleep before it goes away?
Just as a side note, I did make sure to recover my sword on our way back.
Noted. Okay. All right. Well, I will resume us next week on Dragon Ball Z, waking up the morning after this onslaught in the Gulch. And we'll see what unfolds now that we have a grenade.